Hi, welcome to this food for thought. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I've been in deep contemplation. And whenever I go into contemplation, I love leaning into the Vedas and what they have to say and what they have to teach. And a lot of it is in the Sanskrit dialect. And I really find those words carry so much meaning. Like yoga is a Sanskrit word, Ayurveda is a Sanskrit word. And they mean so much. Like when you hear the word yoga, whenever you hear the word Ayurveda, whenever you hear that word namaste, it means so much. And there's a lot to say about like the vibration of it when you say the word, but it just carries so much weight and it also carries so much meaning. And I've been sitting with this one word, and it's Prajñāparādha. Prajñāparādha. And what it translates to is crimes against wisdom. Crimes against wisdom. And I mean, this word has been circling in my field for a while. I remember the first time that I learned about it, the first time that I heard it, the first time that it was explained to me, I was just like, oh my gosh, like this word is everything. And so it's become a checkpoint for me at certain times of the year. And they usually happen in transitions. In the spring and the fall, those are transitional months. So these are natural to happen for everybody. And so I really enjoy leaning into one of the Veda's practices, and that's Ayurveda, and doing an Ayurvedic cleanse. And anytime I am in that process with myself for 14 days, excuse me, it's like it's a ceremony where I have a bunch of different awarenesses come through, and I have to face myself in a lot of ways. I am, really looking at my life and what I do and how I behave in it. And if these behaviors that I'm doing are getting me the results that I want, are taking me closer to what feels true, what feels aligned, what's nourishing me, and looking at the actions and letting them and encouraging them, helping them, guiding them to match. And I always come to this word, Prajñāparādha, Prajñāparādha, Prajñāparādha. And I just say it. And knowing what it means so I can feel it intellectually, I'm just like, whoa, well, where am I going against my own wisdom? Where am I committing a crime against my own wisdom, my own knowing, my own divinity? And also knowing that I am human and I am here for the experiences. If I'm really here for the experiences to the next level, I love to experience things and sensationalize things. And anyway, so crimes against wisdom. Where in my life am I committing crimes against my own wisdom? And in the teachings of the Vedas and the teachings of Ayurveda, like that is the first step of how disease forms and manifests in the way that we most know it is in the body. But it always starts energetically first. And whenever we are committing crimes against our own wisdom, we are living out of alignment with our truth. And essentially what that means is, we've forgotten what we really came here for. Maybe we don't even know, right? Because we have no idea that we came here for anything. but we are out of alignment with our truth, our morals, our values, what we know about ourselves. And this can show up as evidence in our relationships with others, in relationship mostly with ourself and with the mother, meaning the earth. Because we are designed to live in harmony with the mother, with the earth, through our body, through how we treat ourselves. And, this always reminds me that I can look outside at the world and see my perspective of it. There's always two. But anyway, I can look outside the world and see things that I want to change and wish that everything outside of me would be different so I can feel okay. But now I know that the only thing that I can do is take care of this and make sure that I am in alignment with what feels balanced in my body for this season that I'm in. And so seasonally, I check myself. Am I living in balance? Am I in harmony with nature? And whenever I am not in harmony with nature, I am committing crimes against my own wisdom. I know my divinity. I know my design. I know that I am designed to live in rhythm with nature. I am a woman, right? I am a woman. I have a cycle where I bleed. I can see myself change in all different aspects. It's wild. Being a woman is pretty freaking. Anyway, I digress. But anyway, I know I am designed to live in rhythm with nature. Where am I not in alignment with that? And Ayurveda has taught me such simple, beautiful, amazing ways to live in rhythm with nature, and I love to share them. I love to know all of them and forget them and bring them back in and be like just as connected again. But anyway, Prajñāparādha, crimes against wisdom. How is that showing up in my life right now? And I just started my 14-day cleanse. I do one every season. So I do one in the spring and one in the fall. And then I start mine, and then I take a group through with me. And it's such an intimate time for yourself, for you to get to know yourself, for you to have this intentional space to just get curious about Prajñāparādha, where you're committing crimes to yourself, to others, not judging yourself in the process, just like, oh my goodness, I'm doing this. And sometimes those awarenesses are subtle, and sometimes they're obvious. And I always know and feel when it's time for a cleanse, because I start feeling really inflamed. I start feeling foggy. I really can't focus. There's a sense of fear that I start to experience in my body, and it shows up in my breath, in my back, in my jaw, in my neck. And so my intention for this cleanse is to just become more aware of where I'm committing crimes and come back to check myself, and then let go of those things that are no longer in alignment for me, with grace and gratitude for all of the nourishment that they did bring and they did provide, but I no longer need that type of nourishment. So anyway, I'm on day 2 of my cleanse right now. It's April 8th, 2026. I don't know when you're watching this, but I will be opening up. It is open, but we're going to start next Monday. Next Monday, which is April 13th, and we'll have a pre-cleanse call on the Sunday night before, April 12th. But a little bit about an Ayurvedic cleanse and kind of what it entails. Beyond the opportunity to really face yourself, but it asks you to withhold certain things from yourself. Certain things from yourself that you know you are dependent on. For example, caffeine, alcohol, these snacks, and how, asking you to let go of things that are known to cause inflammation, that are known to cause excess stimulation. And this allows you to come back into alignment, into truth, into what's pure and what's not pure. So you have a space of elimination, a space of choosing to focus on wholesome and less inflammatory foods. And then we go into a phase where we are focusing on simplifying, where we're only eating simple ingredients with this dish called khichdi. And then we start slowly integrating other foods back into our diet. And whenever that happens, you can really see what causes inflammation in the body. And through the whole cleanse, we meet 4 times. I go through each phase with you, tell you the things that are really, really important for this cleanse, and tell you the things that, if there's areas where it feels overwhelming, these are the things that you can slack off from. But it's a really beautiful opportunity to really get to know yourself. And so the invitation is there if you want to join us. I'll leave the link in the caption, show notes, things. But sending you guys love in these tumultuous times, and tend to your garden. Tend to what you're growing, what's nourishing, what's being nourished, what's planted there, and allowing that to be a big focus of yours. All right, all my love.